It's that time to turn on your radio. Tune in now for great songs, old and new. Roger Williams on Trent Sound Radio.
Well, a very good evening to you and welcome to A World of Difference for this chilly Monday night. My name is Roger Williams and I'm here most Monday evenings between 7 and 10 here on Trent Sound. On tonight's programme, we got a little bit of washing up from our French connection last week. One or two suggestions that came in about Paris and French related tracks I could have played last week but didn't have available, so we'll do that probably in hour 3. In hour 2, prompted by Ian Doc Shellard, there'll be a reprise of my interview with Woody Mann as he talks to me about his film Harlem Street Singer, devoted to the wonderful Reverend Gary Davis. That's after 8. Plenty of room for you to get involved as well. studio@trentsound.com. studio@trentsound.com is the best way of getting in touch. That flashes up right in front of me. I do try to keep an eye on Twitter and Facebook as well, but studio@trentsound.com is the best way to let me know your suggestions about what I should be playing. But tonight, why don't we get underway with the very wonderful Martin Simpson.
You were never any good with money. You couldn't even hold a job. Not steady enough for the office, not hard enough for the hard. You'd rather be riding your load or going fishing with your split cane rod. You were never any good with money. You couldn't even hold a job. When your grammar school days were over, it was 1917, and you did the right and proper thing. You were just 18. You were never mentioned in dispatches. You never mentioned what you did or saw. You were just another keen young man in the mud and the stink of war. You were never any good with money. You couldn't even hold a job. Not steady enough for the office, not hard enough for the hard. You'd rather be singing the Pirate King or fishing with your split cane rod. You were never any good with money. You couldn't even hold a job. You came home from the Great War with the pips of a captain's rank, a German officer's Luger, and no money in the bank. Your family sent you down the coal mine to learn to be captain there, but you didn't stand it very long. You needed the light in the air. Oh, you were never any good with money. Couldn't even hold a job. Not steady enough for the office, not hard enough for the hard. You'd rather be watching the fulmars fly or fishing with your split cane rod. You were never any good with money. You couldn't even hold a job. When the Second War came along, you knew what should be done. You would re-enlist to teach young men the booby trap and the gun. And they sent you home to Yorkshire with a crew and a Lewis gun, so you could save your seaside town from the bombers of the Hun. Oh, you were never any good with money. You couldn't even hold a job. Not steady enough for the office, not hard enough for the hard. You'd rather be finding the nightjar's nest or fishing with your split cane rod. You were never any good with money. You couldn't even hold a job. And when my mother came to your door with a baby in her arms and her big hurt boy just 9 years old, trying to keep her from harm, if you'd have been a practical man, you would have been forewarned. You would have seen that it never could work, and I would have never been born. There's no proper work in your seaside town, so you come here looking for a job. You were storming at the power station just before I came along. Nobody talked about how you quit, but I know that's what you did. My mother said you were a selfish man, and I was your selfish kid. You were never any good with money, couldn't even hold a job, not steady enough for the office, not hard enough for the heart. And you Norton, it was soon gone, along with your split cane rod. You were never any good with money, you couldn't even hold a job. You showed me Eyebright and Edgerow, Speedwell and Traveller's Joy. You showed me how to use my eyes when I was just a boy, and you taught me how to love a song and all you knew of nature's ways. The greatest gifts I've ever known, and I use them every day. Oh, you were never any good with money, you couldn't even hold a job, not steady enough for the office, maybe not hard enough for the heart. You'd rather be riding in Norton, going fishing with your split cane rod. You were never any good with money, you couldn't even hold a job.
This is Greg Russell, Kieran Algo.
You're listening to A World of Difference on Trent Sound with Roger Williams.
There stood a young maid and she drew water all up and out of a deep cold well. Then came a young man riding by and greeted the young maid so graciously. Oh lovely young maid, oh beautiful girl, why stand you here but all alone? Will you be my own dearest wife and come with me home for the rest of your life? Your dearest wife I surely will be, if you will fetch for me roses three roses on you they grow this year, but stand so strong on their own roots. The young man has rode past forest and sea, he could not find her roses three. He rode past mountain and moor until he came to a painter's store. Well, if you are in there, pray come out to me and paint me a picture of roses three roses on you they grow this year, but stand so strong on their own roots. And the painter has painted those roses three, and the young man has taken his marriage fee. Oh joy, my fair lady gay, 3 roses I bring to you made a scene. Those roses, three in her face, did smile so gently. I did those words so say in jest, and thought you would laugh at my silly request. But in jest I said this, in love you did go to find my roses all in a row. Now I am yours and you will be mine. From now they stay till the end of
Well, they're absolutely wonderful. Greg Russell and Kieran Algar, absolutely great duo and so frighteningly young as well. How good are they going to get as the years go by? That was Roses 3. Well, all is well with the world. My first two emailers have emailed in, as they generally do, which is great. There's a childish competition sometimes to see which one emails in first. I'm not going to say which one emailed in first this week, but the first one did have a poem, though. And it says, gosh, he's gone very multilingual today. Hi, Roger Williams, mon cher, c'est moi encore ton ami Pierre. J'aime beaucoup la belle musique. Anglais et français, c'est fantastique. I really like what you do. Thanks very much. Merci beaucoup. If you still do it in the next 10 years, I promise I will be all ears. I think that more than compensates for the two-liner that you sent last week. The unnamed person, no, Peter, of course, got in first. And very good evening to Paul. Nice to know you're there too. And hope the audio is a bit better. It's a little bit confidential, I gather, on the opening credits. Right, now, yes, studio@trentsound.com, studio@trentsound.com if you'd like to get in touch. It's the best way of doing it. There are other ways available. Now, yes, Alex Roberts made a terrific impact at one or two festivals over the summer, last summer. And let's remind ourselves what he sounds like. He really is a very fine musician indeed. This is The Little Alchemist.
As long as you can dream. capture my brave when I was afraid, oh, afraid to carry on, oh, of what I have become, beautiful and dumb. All in your magic gum. All in your magic gum. All in your, all in your magic gum. Oh, all in your magic gum. Truth is you don't see. Oh, it breaks my heart, no. Just what you do for me, strong as you are, that you cannot see how beautiful you are. All in your magic gum, 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 all in your magic, all in your magic, all in your magic gum. All in your magic, all in your magic gum. Oh, fast as you can run, as long as you can dream. May you never miss a beat. You find the best in everyone you meet. Be there down the road, greet you with a smile. Roll in your magic on, yeah, all in your magic on, all in your magic, all in your magic, yeah, all in your magic gone.
He really is very good indeed, isn't he? That's Alex Roberts, and that track was called The Little Alchemist. A World of Difference here with me, Roger Williams, most Monday nights between 7 and 10. Right now, yes, Saturday night, was it? No, Friday night. Yeah, Saturday night, that's right. I was down at the Poppy and Pint in Lady Bay for just a terrific session with a good bunch of musicians, and enjoyed that very much indeed. It was all started off by an outfit called Mr. Fox, and I don't know whether you know about Mr. Fox. I didn't, but there were about 20 of them maybe. And this is outside in the car park, and they put on an amazing pyrotechnical display. They're dressed up in fox uniforms and capes, and one of them was on stilts, and one or two of them had demon eyes, and they work with flaming torches and fireworks and flares, and all in all made quite an impact in Lady Bay, which doesn't normally see that kind of thing. Then it was upstairs to the Poppy and Pint for a bit of a session, and it was nice to see Mark Block there, I think with his son on cello, And I thought, and they burst into song, and I thought, what are they going to be singing? And they sang a cracking version of Stand By Me, that well-known folk tune. And the little lad did a great job there on the cello. I might see if Mark has got a recording of that somewhere, and I can bring it to you, Mark Block, and I guess a chip off the old Block. I bet he's heard that before. But no Stand By Me from Mark Block tonight, but it's a good opportunity to play him. And here he is with the High Water. This stonks along beautifully.
High water rising, rising night and day. All the gold and silver being stolen away. Big Joe Turner looking east and west from the dark room of his mind. He's made it to Kansas City, 12th Street and Vine, but there's nothing standing there. High water everywhere, high water rising, the shacks are sliding down. Folks are leaving their possessions, the folks are leaving town. Bertha Mason shook it, she broke it, and she hung it on the wall. Said you dance even when they tell you to, or you don't dance at all. Man, it's tough out there. High water everywhere, high water everywhere, high water everywhere, high water rising, high water everywhere. Craving love for blazing speed. I got a hot tub Mustang 4. Jump into the wagon, throw your pennies on board. I could write your poems and make a strong man lose his mind. I ain't no pig without a wig. I hope you treat me kind. Things are breaking up out there. High water everywhere, high water rising 6 inches above my head. Coffins dropping in the streets like balloons made out of lead. Water pouring into Vicksburg, don't know what I'm gonna do. Don't reach out for me, love, can't you see I'm drowning too? Things are tough out there. High water everywhere, water everywhere, high water everywhere. George Lewis told the Englishman, the Italian and the Jew, can't open up your mind, boys, to every single point of view. They got Charles Darwin trapped out there on Highway 5. The judge said to the high sheriff, I want him dead or alive, either one, I don't care. High water everywhere, well the cuckoo is a pretty bird, she warbles as she flies. I'm preaching the word of God, I'm putting out your eyes. I asked Fat Nancy for something to eat, she said take it off the shelf. As great as you are a man, you'll never be greater than yourself. Told her I didn't really care. High water everywhere, high water everywhere, high water everywhere, high water rising, high water everywhere. Well, I get up in the morning, I believe I'll dust my broom. Keeping out of trouble, I'm giving it lots of room. Thunder rolling over Clarksdale, everything looking blue. I just can't be happy, love, unless you're happy too. Things are bad out there. High water everywhere, high water everywhere, high water everywhere, high water rising, high water everywhere, water everywhere. They got water everywhere. There's water everywhere, water everywhere. High water rising, high water everywhere.
Hey up, this is Lucy Ward and you're listening to A World of Difference with Roger Williams on Trent Sound. Well, an old man came courting me, hey, ding-dong, da. Well, an old man came courting me being young. An old man came courting me, all for his wife to be made when he young, never wed an old man. For they've got no forlorn for liver eye, or they've got no forlorn for liver eye. They've got no forlorn, they've lost their ding-dong, da. Made when he young, never wed an old man. Bed, hey, ding-dong, da. Oh, when this old man comes to bed, me being young. When this old man comes to bed, he lays like a lump of lead. Maids when he young, never wed an old man, 'cause they've got no forlorn for liver eye, or they've got no forlorn for liver eye. Hey, got no forlorn, they've lost their ding-dong, da. Maids when you're young, never wed an old man. This old man goes to sleep, hey, ding-dong, da. This old man goes to sleep, me being young. When this old man goes to sleep, out of bed I do creep into the arms of an handsome young man, and he's got forlorn for liver eye, or he's got forlorn for liver eye. Hey, he's got forlorn and a ding-dong, da. Maids when you're young, never wed an old man. Oh, I wish this old man would die, hey, ding-dong, da. Well, I wish this old man would die, me being young. I wish this old man would die, I'd make the money fly. Maids for your sakes, never wed an old man, 'cause they've got no forlorn for liver eye, or they've got no forlorn for liver eye. Hey, got no forlorn, they've lost their ding-dong, da. Maids when you're young, never wed an old man. Got no forlorn for liver eye, or they've got no forlorn for liver eye. Hey, got no forlorn, they've lost their ding-dong, da. Maids when you're young, never wed an old man. Maids when you're young, never wed an old man. Maids when you're young, never wed an old man.
Maids when you're young, never met an old man is the advice from Lucy Ward, and she took her own advice. She got married back end of last year to a young man, and I'm quite sure all is well in the forlorn department. And the good reasons for playing Lucy Ward: she was doing backing vocals on the track prior to that, which was Mark Bloch, and but the better reason for playing Lucy Ward is that she comes out of winter hibernation on Saturday and plays her first gig of the year as part of Farnsfield Acoustic. So she's at the Farnsfield Village Centre in Farnsfield, unsurprisingly, this coming Saturday, the 24th of January at 7:30. And it's a tenner to get in there. And that'll be £10 well spent to see the force of nature that is Lucy Ward.
It ain't nobody's fault but mine. Nobody's fault but mine. It ain't nobody's fault but mine. Cause I don't know it ain't nobody's fault but mine. got the Bible in my home. I got the Bible in my home. Good Lord. I got the Bible in my home. Said I don't need it. I said I don't need it. I said I don't need it. I don't need it. I got the I got the Bible, I said if I don't read, my soul I said if I don't read, my soul
That's Martin Harley, Nobody's Fault But Mine. I didn't know that name until I was sat in a bar, a sports bar in Mallorca 2 or 3 years ago, and this came on the sound system. I thought, he sounds pretty good. Who the heck's that? So I asked the guy behind the bar. He said, it's Martin Harley, great blues man, and indeed he is. Why am I playing that now? Well, I've just picked up that he's going to be touring over here in the summer and is going to appear at the Social Stroke Bodega, whatever you want to call it, in the centre of Nottingham before too long. Don't know the exact date, but there's no rush. I shall alert you to the fact later, when it comes up. But a very, very fine blues man indeed. Just lovely, isn't it? It's Okavanga. Of course, you'll be familiar with them if you've been listening over the last few weeks, and that was taken from one of my CDs of the year from last year. And delighted to see it was also voted the Fatia instrumental album of 2014. Congratulations to William Cox and Angela for a terrific piece of work. That was Beneath the Southern Sky. Well, scanning the obituary columns in the newspaper the other day and discovered that a pretty good musician had died. I'm not talking about Dozy, of Dave D, Dozy, Beaky, Mick and Titch, although I gather Dozy was the driving force behind that 60s band. Dare I play some Dave D. Dozy Beaky McIntich? No, probably not. I did add him in the answer a couple of weeks ago, but probably Dave D. Dozy Beaky McIntich will not feature in tonight's programme, unless anybody, of course, requests differently. I dare you. But sadly, Clive Palmer passed away. Clive Palmer was one of the original members of the Incredible String Band, although he wasn't with the band for most of the period of time when they were at the peak of their shambolic best, which is what they sometimes were. But a hugely, hugely influential outfit, but not mostly when Clive Palmer was with them. But sad to hear about his passing at the age of 70 in any event. And here he is. This is Cafe Olé, Clive Palmer, in the company of Whiz Jones.
sit down in the underground trying to be gay. See the wild grass turn just into hay. I see the magic movement, but they don't fly away. Bad karma, and it ricochets my eye. Bad karma around me. The asp and the ashid and the infant of flame, Murgatroyd and Doris and the leper leaping lame, the sad and the giggly and the black suit swain. I see your face and know you. as lightning I've laughed in the leaves. And I'd feel like Alibaba when he quit the 40 thieves. I can cruel no more, so you cause me to grieve. I see your face and know you. I don't dig hating and I don't like to try, but how can I love you when you want to make me die? Oh Lord, I live and learn to see your face and know you. I was springtime green as the snow. I'd sprinkle me with growing dust green for to grow. I'd leave here running cause walking's too slow. I see your face and know you. Oh, watch how the light comes new each day. If you learn how to wonder, you will know how to pray. Oh Lord, I live and learn. I see your face and know you.
Well, it's quite timely, really. A happy coincidence there. Matthew Wildman has just emailed in, I think, what would he like? And there we are, the incredible string band, See Your Face and Know You was lined up. So very good evening to you, to Sarah and to Thomas, who I hope sleeps peacefully tonight and every night throughout 2015 from now on. And before that, sadly, the late Clive Palmer, who passed away at the age of 70 just a few days ago with Whiz Jones and Cafe Au Lait. It's going to be some terrific guitar-based stuff, really, particularly in the second hour of the programme when we feature the work of the Reverend Gary Davis, Woody Mann, and more locally, Steve Hicks. And I'll tell you why I'm playing all that again, because it's a repeat of the interview with Woody Mann as we get into the second hour. The risk of changing the mood very dramatically, which is what we do here from time to time on A World of Difference, because Matthew Wildman won't make it till 10 o'clock. I'm pretty sure about that. But he'll like this one too. They've got a tribute band, this band. I just like the title of their tribute band. The tribute band is called They Might Not Be Giants.
I'm your only friend, I'm not your only friend, but I'm a little glowing friend, but really I'm not actually your friend, but I am. Looking in the alley by the light switch, who watches over you? Make a little birdhouse in your soul, not to put too fine a point on it. Say I'm the only bee in your bonnet. Make a little birdhouse in your soul. I have a secret to tell from my electrical well. It's a simple message and I'm leaving out the whistles and bells. So the room must listen to me, filibuster vigilantly. My name is Blue Canary, one note spelled L-I-T-E. My story's infinite, like the Longines Symphony. It doesn't rest. Blue Canary in the alley by the light switch, who watches over you? Make a little birdhouse in your soul, not to put too fine a point on it. Say I'm the only bee in your bonnet. Make a little birdhouse in your soul. Glowing friend, but really I'm not actually your friend, but I am. There's a picture opposite me of my primitive ancestry, which stood on rocky shores and kept the beaches shipwreck free. Though I respect that a lot, I'd be fired if that were my job. After killing Jason off and countless screaming Argonauts, new bird of friendliness, like guardian angels, it's always near. Blue Canary in the alley by the light switch, who
Say I'm the only bee in your bonnet. Make a little birdhouse in your soul.
Always expect the unexpected on A World of Difference. They might be giants, birdhouse in your soul. I do actually like that a lot of energy in it. And they found a little niche for themselves. So they might be giants doing educational songs for American schools on things like the periodic table and so on and so forth. So if you Google them or have a look on YouTube or something like that, then you'll find them doing all kinds of interesting educational things. And I hope that makes the dishwashing a little bit more palatable. Matthew Wildman, let's we calm down a bit? I think we should. Let's calm down a bit before 8 o'clock. Tim Hardin, Don't Make Promises.
It seems the songs we're singing are all about tomorrow. Tunes of promises you can't keep. Every moment bringing a love I can only borrow. You're telling me lies in your sleep. Do you think I'm not aware of what you're saying, or why you're saying it? Is it hard to keep me where you want me staying? Don't go on betraying it. Don't make promises you can't keep. We had a chance to find it. Our time was now or never. You promised me things that I need, but then the things behind it took away the chance forever. You're telling me lies in your sleep. Do you think I'm not aware of what you're saying, why you're saying it? Is it hard to keep me where you want me staying? Don't go on betraying it. Don't make promises you can't keep. Don't make promises you can't keep.
You've spent a year staring into a mirror, another one trying to figure out what you saw. Paid so much attention to what you're not. You have no idea who you are. But heaven knows that you're lying. As far as heaven goes, I've just stopped trying. Now I can hear every word you're saying. I'm just not sure I wanna know. You can play the fool and still follow the rules. If you seem like you care, you're good. But heaven knows that you're lying. As far as heaven goes, I've just stopped trying. You've lost yourself in others' expectations. think it'll ever sell? And what'll you do if it comes down to it? If it all goes straight to hell? But heaven knows, that you're lying. As far as heaven goes, I've just stopped trying. Heaven knows, heaven knows, heaven knows, heaven knows, heaven knows, heaven knows that you're
They're very much flavour of the month. That's First Aid Kit there from Sweden, and that was Heaven Knows. Ian Clegg will take us up to the point at which some spotty Herbert comes along and reads the news. This is one of his own compositions called Skylight. Steve Hicks opens the second hour of A World of Difference, whereupon it'll be my interview with Woody Mann. Tell you more about that after the news.